Walking down this road tonight, talking about the things we fight. Addiction knocking at my door. E&T wants so much more. We walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, together we'll move along. Searching for a brighter day, holding tight along the way. Sobriety's a steep climb, D&T winning every time. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Walking down this road tonight, talking about the things we fight. Addiction knocking at my door. E&T wants so much more. We walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, together we'll move along. Searching for a brighter day, holding tight along the way. Sobriety's a steep climb, D&T winning every time. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, D&T bringing all of you along. Oh yeah, we walk the walk and talk the talk, right here on Girl Talk, on the path where we belong. Standing strong through the storm, TNT bringing all of you along.
Oh, no.
Well, it is what it is. Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas. And how is everybody doing this morning? You're very festive. The little princess over there is very festive. If you could see the rest of it, she has the black belt and everything. So it's definitely the Santa shirt.
Yes.
Very cute.
100%. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Are you a ho, ho, ho or a ho, ho, ho?
Oh, well,
Depends on
I'm
who
not
else
gonna
is
tell you.
around.
Depends
How
on
much of a ho, ho, ho.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Santa's right around your age group.
Yeah, I think I need to check my list again. Check the naughty list.
Yeah, right.
Now. Don't be judgy.
I think that's a special Santa naughty list.
Oh,
Oh, too funny, too funny. Well, is everybody having a good Christmas so far?
yeah.
I mean, not today, but like the season, the
Okay,
holiday in itself, because
That's
like
not bad.
for us, we're pretty much done. We were done 2 days ago, but
we were finished.
yeah, we were finished. But we've kind of, had a little bit here and a little bit there. And again, my brother's birthday was yesterday, and it has been a family tradition since I was a kid that John's birthday is John's birthday. It's not Christmas. It's not, nobody else gets to open gifts. You don't do the one person gets to open a Christmas Eve. My parents did let me have a Christmas Eve gift when I was really little because I didn't understand. But once I understood that it was my brother's birthday, that came to a screeching halt.
Yeah. And then do you still have to get reminded that you don't get to open anything on Christmas Eve?
No, I've had it because as weird as it is, my brother doesn't live with me and hasn't in many, many, many moons.
Oh, no, you're right.
I still don't open gifts on
yeah?
Christmas Eve. We had to last year because it was the girls' tradition back in Denmark and Germany that they open gifts on Christmas Eve. So we did do it last year, but normally we don't because I just don't.
Yeah, I feel like even if I don't have a Christmas with my dad, I probably still will never open a present on Christmas
Right. It's
Eve.
just ingrained in you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just part. Wait, this is part of Christmas. We don't open gifts tonight. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's always been a thing. Like I never have done that because we never did. So it's just become a day where I call my brother or it's my brother's birthday that day. I don't even really focus on the fact that it's Christmas Eve. Now we have almost always for many years our tradition for either Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, and it kind of swaps up. Is we have fondue.
Oh, okay.
And we
Nice,
didn't
I
do
like
that this year. We could have, but we had
Um,
taco bar instead
Yes.
this year. So yeah, it was fun.
yeah, it was fun.
How about if you tell everyone who you are?
I don't know who I am this morning.
You've done no introductions.
I haven't. So I am Tori. I am the host with the mostest of the Girl Talksis. See,
not-
I told you.
We're not poets.
That is definitely not poetic. Anyway, my name's Tori. I am the host of Girl Talks, and I am an Army veteran, a first responder, former first responder, sort of still one because I'm still an EMT, and I do volunteer with Team Rubicon, TR as for EMS stuff. And my husband, of course, he volunteers with TR as well for Sawyer and route clearance
Heavy duty lifting.
He does so much stuff with them and heavy equipment operations.
Heavy equipment.
So I mean, he does a whole lot more than I do with them, but we love it, and we have a nonprofit for veterans and first responders, and I own an art business. So if you have a cool art related project, I make t-shirts, tumblers, blah, blah, blah. And I have 3 boys, and I have 4 bonus children and a slew of grandchildren. So anyway, that is me in a
And
nutshell.
nieces and nephews.
Oh, I do have some of those.
Excuse us. Yes.
Well, and I have to say that I have 2 nieces, but only one is my niece. My other niece is Kristen's daughter, and she's been my niece forever. But I only have one brother, so I only have one niece and one nephew to really share the love with. They don't have all these other ones that they have to split that with. Mm-hmm. I am their only crazy aunt.
When they have you, they need nothing else.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they have other aunts and uncles or just aunts with uncles that are spouses, right?
Yeah, it's still small on the other side too, just 2 aunts instead of just one aunt. So it's still small, but
it's not like Graham's family where there's 8 and 14 of them.
There's 150 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, who is this little lady sitting here with the pink shirt and the cute little hat with the turtle on it?
Well, I am Victoria Gillespie, and I'm Tori's mom. And I was in the Foreign Service overseas, and I'm a pilot, commercial instrument instructor, but I don't fly today, but I could if I wanted to. That's about it. Oh, I was a model once upon a time. That's it. Cut.
Next.
Next.
Hi, I'm Ginger. I'm Tori's mother-in-law, her second mom. I have 2 sons. My claim to fame is her husband. He is an actually marvelous guy. Just moved me from Texas to Florida.
Just to interrupt real quick, why don't you have your volume on your phone? I'm just asking for a friend.
No?
Because I'm hearing somebody's phone.
Steve muted mine or whatever.
Let me see. Yeah, it's probably...
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
The volume was just a little bit up. And it's really weird because you can just hear this slight. And what it ends up starting to do is it starts making it echo. Yeah. So anyway, continue on.
Okay, let's see. I said who I was. 2 sons, 6 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren. Just moved from Texas to Florida. I have a living room set up, a bed set up, 1,000 boxes, and Steve and I left it all behind to come back to his home for the holiday. So tomorrow I will go to Florida and really start my life.
I do want to, after we get done with the rest of introductions, I would like you to go into a little detail on your move because of the response you got to the move.
Unique, yes.
So, on to my beautiful niece.
Yes, I am the niece, and my name is Johanna. I'm 25. I'm single but dating, no kids, no, yeah. I have my bachelor's. I just got my bachelor's this year. Going to school again to get my master's.
In what field?
In speech pathology. So.
And do you love that? And
I
you work
do.
with kids already, right?
Yeah, I work in behavior therapy right now, which is super fun. And, I really like working
Very
with-
rewarding, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a great job.
Now, do the kids get more out of it or the parents, to be honest? Or you?
I would say the parents, because I'm not trying
'Cause
to
you-
throw any shade, but a lot of these parents act like it's a daycare and they're just dropping off their kids. And it's like,
And-
no, your kids are here for a reason. It's
Yeah.
like, and then, when they send them in sick, it's like, hey, you can't be sending them in sick.
Yeah, this
And
is not.
isn't
This
your
isn't a
vacation.
daycare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have where you work with the kids and then you have individual or sessions with the parents with the kids to help teach the parents things that they need to do?
That's not my role. That's,
Not
yeah.
necessarily you, but your
My supervisors, the ones that have their masters, they're the ones that sit down with the parents and go through the treatment plans.
because you
and-
have to correct behavior with the kids, but you also have to correct behavior with the parents.
yeah,
Or
'cause
teach behavior.
Yeah, because if the parents, are reinforcing these behaviors and they might not even know it,
Yeah.
they have to become aware of it.
Like I do
So,
have to say, I mean, it's maybe not on the same level, but I used to really be entertained by watching the nanny, whatever that show is. That
Was it with the bad kids?
yeah,
and
the
then-
British
Yeah,
nanny
yeah,
would go in and she'd fix the problems, and she'd come in and 90% of the time she's like, okay, they have these behavior problems, but it's you.
Yeah.
You don't set boundaries and you don't follow them.
And you don't interact with your kids and expect them to listen to you.
Right. You
Like-
have to, there's certain behaviors you have to do in order to expect them to respond to it. I mean, I know a lot of people hate it when you compare dogs to children, but it's very similar. If you, with dogs, you have to have consistent behavior. You can't deviate from it this time because dogs will quickly go, do I really have to do that? Like I get a lot of people when they come to my house. We have two kind of slightly cautious dogs that they can tend to get into a tiff. So we don't want them to do that around other people. So when the kids were here at the holidays, we had them pretty much locked up in their bedroom or in their kennel or something. They had both, and they quite often just go and lay in their kennel with their doors open. And they weren't kennel trained like from puppies. That has become their safe haven. We built it when we had Nala, one of our other dogs. And
I mean, those kennels are pretty advanced. They're not like the little.
That's not a kennel. That's a condo.
Yes, yeah. That's
Well,
our apartment.
we do call it the canine penitentiary.
Oh, I mean, there are bars, so I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, and it is made out of rebar and real wood. Because Nala,
They have to help
No.
build it too.
no, they did not have to do that. But Nala was the type of dog we needed to put her in a kennel. That's how the kenneling thing started in the first place. And in order to be fair, we would put all of them in one to calm them down and stuff because she would get too riled up. And it was one of the metal kennels. We just bought some. And every time we turned around, she was breaking out of it. She would bend the bars. She would do this and do that and get out of it. And then the first part of the kennel that we built, she chewed her way out of it. So this kennel is built with cayenne pepper wood and rebar. Yeah, I soaked all of the wood in cayenne pepper water. Really, really thick. So Bogart tried to chew on it a few times and we ended up having to repair a door. But pretty much nobody does anymore because they have learned it really tastes horrible. And the two that we have now, they don't even try. Like they love their spot. It's their home. But they can be across the yard. They can be in one end of the house and we say kennels and they run. They go get in their kennel and sit down. Like they know exactly what they're supposed to do and they're really good about it. And it doesn't matter where they're at or what's happening. that word comes out and they go. But it comes from consistency.
Yep.
And when it comes to kids doing something, it has to be consistent. And kids are so quick to learn which one of you I can manipulate. And if they know you are not manipulatable, when you tell them to do something, they just do it. Okay, yes, ma'am, or whatever the rules are. But if they know you're a pushover, they're going to go try with that one first. And you can see kids when they know that's the situation, because they'll be looking over at the one that would stop what's happening to make sure they're not paying attention. And dogs do the same thing. They know that I'm a little bit more of a pushover when it comes to the people food off the table. We're not allowed to feed them. I mean, Steve does not like that. And so I have stopped doing it. I used to do it all the time. And he doesn't like it because
then you're going to
he doesn't like them begging. He does not want them begging. So they don't beg anymore.
Yep.
If they're out.
And you can leave a bunch of gingerbread houses out on the table and not
you
worry
know
about it.
And they don't touch them. They don't even try. They just walk by it. To them, it's not theirs. So it's not a problem. Now, if you put dog treats next to them, that might be a different story. But they won't touch the people food. So anyway, I think it's really cool what you do, though. Now, are you striving for more on the speech therapy at the end, or do you know yet where you want to have your main focus?
Well, definitely on the speech therapy side. And that's the cool thing about the field with speech pathology, is it really is so diverse, because I will start in like a clinic setting and in-home setting. But then I can go into the schools, I can go into the hospitals, it's really flexible and there's a lot of options in the field. And a lot of people, I think, don't know that the speech pathologists are also the same people who are, they know, see, I haven't gotten my master's yet, so I'm very base level knowledge on this stuff, but they do things with swallowing disorders. So they know everything about not just speech, but also swallowing and, anything that's related to your ears and your throat, basically. But yeah, so swallowing disorders is a big thing that they deal with in hospitals.
Yeah.
So,
especially after strokes.
Yeah.
It's a big thing after
And then
strokes.
that's the thing, too, is I don't think I would probably want to work with kids my whole life. I think after a certain point, when I start having kids and I have that age of children, like 12 or so, I probably, excuse me, would rather, move on to older age ranges. And that's the thing, is that then I can work with those stroke patients or dementia, or if they have aphasia and whatever, things they've got going on, then I can, move away from working with kids and then work with adults and working, So.
Yeah.
Well, I know when I had my stroke, it was difficult to swallow, and I had to rub my throat to make it have the reflex of swallowing. And, it became second nature then, that I even still catch myself doing this once in a while.
Well, and like when she first had her stroke, even having a cup of coffee, it was gelatized. It was made into a gelatin because it had to teach chewing and it had to teach swallowing all over again. So that was very interesting, because even though I worked in the medical field, it was always emergency medicine. So I worked in a geriatric facility for 4 months. That was part of the requirements in Arizona to get your paramedic. You have to work in a geriatric facility for 4 months. And it was very interesting, but it was really difficult, because when I first got there, I had to actually have my instructor call them to explain what our requirements are, because they thought I was there to clean bedpans.
Oh.
And that was it. That's all they would go clean that room, go make that bed. And I finally went to my teacher and I was like, so all I'm doing is cleaning bedpans. Anytime they have a code blue or whatever, they tell me, you stay there. And they're like, oh, you're actually more qualified than most of them, unless they're a nurse. So you really should be the one. So they finally explained it to them because I guess that facility had never had a paramedic student.
Huh.
And so it was rather interesting. And there was it was also sad, because you see a lot of the elderly that don't have family and stuff like that. So, but I thought it was really interesting to work with the elderly and as they're progressing and stuff. So anyway, so our topic today, we're gonna deviate for just a minute because Mom just got through moving with Steve across from Texas to Florida. And she's about 45 minutes or so from Orlando. You're actually in the town of Leesburg. And every time they say it, I tease them and go.
And her address is.
No, we're not going to go that far. And don't say the name of the facility or the property. But every time they would say Leesburg to me, I'd be like, why are you guys in Virginia?
We're not.
See, so if you just say Leesburg, people will be like, but I thought they said Florida, because most people equate Leesburg to Virginia. But anyway, so what was the fun of because you said you had fun moving, and usually people don't use the word fun and moving in the same sentence.
Well, I'm kind of a quirky person anyway, so I don't mind if people make fun of me. It doesn't bother me a bit. But I was looking at how in the world I was going to get from point T to point F. Mm-hmm. And I was looking at renting a truck from a major company. Again, let's not give names out and free advertising. Excuse me. And then my son woke me up from a sound sleep to tell me what he'd gotten for Christmas.
Oh.
And not everyone likes the things that my son likes. And actually, folks, he got an ambulance.
And not just any ambulance.
And not just any ambulance.
This is not one of those little vans that's really tall.
This is one of those big units. He wants to make it into like a camper. So he wanted one of the big rigs that makes a statement. So we decided that I would invest in a trailer if he could find one. And then he would bring his ambulance and trailer to Florida. And we would use that as my truck. It gets an awful lot of interesting looks when you're parked at a facility where my condo was, and it's sitting out there for a couple hours, and people are wondering, is somebody really having a major issue? It doesn't have a name on it of a city or anything else.
But it does have fire rescue still on it. It does have
fire rescue on it. So people have a right to think that that is an emergency vehicle. And it still could be used to transport if it wasn't full
We do
of
have a
boxes.
gurney, too.
Yes, they have a gurney. And it still has the ability to make the noises.
Yeah, it has all the bells and whistles still. And so, just so you know, on the screen that people are watching right now, I have the ambulance on there. And the picture that's on there right now is of you standing on the steps to show how small or how big, whichever one you're looking at. Because the ambulance is pretty big. The fire rescue rig is 27 feet long. And the box is 15 feet. So it's rather large. And the trailer is another 24 feet. There you can see the picture of that's when Steve was leaving to head to Texas. So he had quite the setup to go down there. And now, did you get much of a reaction in Texas?
In Texas, the reaction was very mild. You know, most people saw it sitting out at the condo and wondered who
Was hurting.
was hurting, and it wasn't moving, and it was there for a couple hours, and we were gone.
Right.
But the interesting thing was, number one, when we stopped at a motel along the way, and we ask, is there a large parking area? And they're kind of like, what are you talking about? We had one or two desk people from hotels when it drove up outside. They're wondering, I didn't call emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the biggest response that we got was in my new home. I warned my real estate agent. By the way, I said, we need to bring the vehicle over to unload, and it's going to take a little bit of room because it's kind of a little large. And oh, by the way, it's an ambulance
Yeah.
with a trailer.
Exactly.
So we drive up to the facility, and her first comment is, no, you know what? You weren't kidding. It's big.
Yeah.
Let me figure out where we're going to put it. So then they finally figured out where they were going to allow it to be and took it down and unloaded it. And the complex that I'm going to be in has 1,200 homes. And most of the people use a golf cart to navigate inside. We've got 9 miles of roads. I swear that 90% of the people in the park got the word. I didn't see a notice on the system, but then I was busy unpacking. But we had traffic past my house all day long. So then I called the front and I said, all right, we're leaving tomorrow morning to go to my son's home for the holiday. Where can I park, or we park this rig overnight? And she said, just a minute, let me put you on hold and talk to the owners of the property and the EMTs of the property to say, where do we want to put this larger than normal unit? And she came back on the phone and she was kind of laughing and she said, they said you can park anywhere you want to. Everybody
Perfect
knows
response.
who and what it is now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
you're
said
free.
there was a slew of golf carts just coming.
I could have paid for the gas or diesel
If
for
she
the
just
move
took a quarter
if I
from
had taken-
everybody.
if I had set up hey, come see the rig.
Instead of a kissing booth, it's an ambo booth.
Yeah, an ambo booth. Just come see the ambo booth.
They probably would have paid you $1 just to be able to get in and see inside.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. And the thing is, folks, is it has air ride seats. For anyone who's ever moved cross country and you have rented a commercial truck, that's agony if you have to ride in it for a mile or two.
Yeah.
Now, we came about 1,000 miles. And mind you, Steve had done Alabama to Texas. One day later, we started Texas to Florida.
Yep.
So his little bottom would have been more than sore.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
air ride seats made it very pleasant.
Yeah, it makes it way more comfortable. And we are going to be turning this into what is known as a campulance. So it's a thing that people do. They get an ambulance and they turn it into a campulance. We did get the extra size one. It's called a Class C. Here I am in RV talk. It is called a level 3. Level 3 means it has the pass through. So you can go all the way from the cab into the back of the ambo. And the reason we wanted that type is because we wanted to be able to have our dogs where the dogs could be with us, and they could lay next to us. They could go in the back if they wanted to. But also, I have a bladder issue. It's been a long time, many, many years. So I can't go without a potty for very long. Like road trips for us in a car is very difficult because in order to get somewhere in a road trip, you have to go past a bathroom. And I can't. I have to stop at every place that you can think of. I gotta stop, go potty. I gotta stop, go potty. So it's a lot easier if we have one. The only requirements to be registered as an RV is for it to have a toilet, a sink, and a cooking something.
Oh, okay.
So it has all sorts of beautiful cabinetry. Now, originally when we first were talking about it and thinking about it, we were going to get an ambulance and we were going to gut the whole entire thing and rebuild the entire inside. And then once we got it, we're like, well, we're just going to do this and this. And then the more we kept looking at it and the more we kept looking at the different parts of it, and it's fairly insulated, we're like, you know what? I really like all the cabinetry. It's unique too. So we're just going to do some countertop area where the countertop is, but I want to keep the same shape and angle and all that. And then we're going to put in a sink there and put in a cooktop of some sort. And then we'll put in a little fridge and we're going to put in a potty. I want the shower. Steve says we don't need the shower. I don't know. I want the shower for if we do decide to do stuff off grid, because we're going to put solar on the roof and everything. But if you're going to do anything off grid, then you don't have a shower. If you have the shower, you're great on grid or in a campground. In a campground, you have the showers. So it kind of hit and miss if you want to do off-grid type of stuff. And the reason we even got this in the first place is because we used to watch this YouTube channel, and we still watch it, but it was our inspiration, and they don't have one. It has nothing to do with it. It's a big truck, big travels for anybody that watches YouTube and likes traveling stuff. They have a big, giant, big rig and fifth wheel. And then they went to Alaska on a short trip to Alaska, and it was really damaging to their rig. So they bought a Class C motorhome for the next time they went to Alaska, and they went for a much longer stint in Alaska, like the entire summer. The Class C took the roads much better than the big rig and the big, giant, beautiful fifth wheel they had. And they actually live right near where we live. They live in Ardmore, which is only a couple towns away from us. You drive through it to go to or by it to go to Nashville. And so I was like, we should do something smaller to go, because our plan when he retires is to do our first summer after he retires, first or second, depending, and go do the whole Alaska journey.
Nice.
And we really want to do the whole Alaska journey. So we were going to do something like that. And then I accidentally ran across a YouTube channel with campulances, and I was like, well, they're already built rugged. They're built tough. They're built to take a challenge. So it's like, oh, well, that would be perfect. And we just make it our own way that we want to make it. And you do have to have a sleeping area for it to be an RV. So that part's fairly easy. So
yeah, like you could probably have something that like folds.
Yep, just folds down. We're going to make one that the boards, we'll make it out of our own boards and we'll make it a slide out. So it'll be like a day bed. And it'll just go on, and we might even buy a day bed and then dismantle it and build it into it with using their parts, because it already has the mechanisms. Oh, okay. So you don't have to try to figure out how to make the mechanisms. It's already got it built in. We just secure it. But then you have a couch and then you pull it out and you have a bed. Now we have already decided we're going to put awnings on it. And then on the door side, we're going to put an awning and just doors, steps down. And then on the back side, though, we're going to put an awning, but we're going to have a fold up deck that pops out and is a deck for when we're there, because we have the beautiful back double dip back doors, and so that we can have a deck off the back. So it'll add a little, you could put your little lawn chairs out there and you still have the awning for coverage. So, and pop together railings so it can keep the dogs in with us, and a little gate. And he's like, that'll be easy. So that's what we're going to do. So anyway, there you go. Nice. So the last bit of our show, we're only going to go to about 11:15 at the latest.
Unless Tori talks more.
Unless I keep talking too much, yeah. But the whole point of today was, how well do you know Christmas? So I am going to ask, I will just ask, because I can't answer these questions because I have the answers in front of me. So that would be cheating. So it is up to the three of you. And the three of you, if you get the answer wrong, right? That would be right. That would be wrong. Okay. Be careful if you kiss under this classic Christmas plant. It's actually a parasite.
Mistletoe.
Okay, I think you all get that one, because you all had it pretty quick. What classic Christmas treat did the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel inspire?
Gingerbread cookie? Wait, gingerbread man?
Gingerbread houses.
Gingerbread houses. Or I guess gingerbread.
Yeah. Well, you sort of half got it, but Graham, you got that one. How many people will return at least one of their Christmas gifts?
90%.
Well, I'm going to not worry about the percentage because it said how many. It's 2 of every 3. So I would say that's pretty close to 90%. Yeah. 2 of every 3 people will return at least one of their gifts if the past trends are anything to go by, which I think is very rude.
Yeah.
Where is the real life town of Christmas?
Bethlehem.
No, like real life now, not where was Christ born, but where is the real life town of Christmas?
I'm sure it's been in Hallmark.
Norway?
It is in Florida.
Florida.
Oh, wow.
No one got it. How many times does Santa Claus check his list to figure out who's been naughty or nice?
Twice.
I just like the wah-wah better. According to legend, which U.S. president had his very own eggnog recipe?
I'm too young for this. Reagan.
Carter.
Truman.
Think older.
Oh. George Washington.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive then,
I
wouldn't have known what George had.
I wish it had given it a information about it, but there's no information about it. Just yes. Where did baby Jesus rest after his birth?
In a manger.
In a manger.
How long does it take for a Christmas tree to grow?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
7 years.
Oh, wow.
Very good. One country has an unusual Christmas tradition. They go to KFC. Which country celebrates this way?
Okay, is it China?
It's actually Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
That's right.
I got it wrong when I said China the other day, but it's Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason for that, I do know the trivia part of this. The reason for that is when they got their first KFC in Japan, they had lines out the yin yang, whatever, to get into it. And then for whatever reason, because they have all the American stuff in the U.S., but not in Japan, the one thing they had that was very American was chicken. And so it became a tradition in Japan to have KFC on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
And a lot of people here in this country will have
Chinese food.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
for Christmas Eve.
Yep, exactly. There are two real North Poles. The ones that, well, at the North Pole, but another that's a city in which state?
Maine.
Hint, hint, Mom and I were just on a cruise there.
Alaska.
There you go. And I could have held up my coffee cup.
I love you to the North Pole and back.
And this
say
was from
Alaska.
Alaska.
Oh.
Yeah. I got it doesn't say Alaska on it
No.
though.
You'll have to-
my shirt that says I've saved a wine wine from a bottle says North Pole.
Okay.
Who spreads the news about the birth of baby Jesus?
The angels.
The three wise men.
Whoop. One more try.
Who spreads the news about baby Jesus? The shepherds? All right.
Name 2 of the 6 states that are responsible for most of our Christmas trees.
Florida.
Oregon. California.
Florida was a big Oregon?
California.
No.
Washington? I'm gonna just consider it.
Wisconsin.
Washington? Wisconsin?
How many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got Oregon, Wisconsin, Washington. You want me to give you the other 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Carolina, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
This one might be fun because we talked about this the other day. How many gifts are described in the song 12 Days of Christmas?
Oh, no. Can you do the math?
No.
Like 12, but, well, it'd be 12 times 12 plus 11 times 11 times 10 times 10 plus 9
9
times 9.
times 9.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total is 364.
Okay. 364.
year.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Now we'll
honestly,
remember
I think
that.
that's
It's
what the
1
point
year of
is.
gifts.
It's a
Of
year.
the
It's
song.
a year
The whole
minus
point
one.
of the song
You get a
is to
present
give you
every-
one gift for
Yeah.
every day of the year.
Yep.
Except
and-
one day.
Except for, well, I mean, a leap year would make a difference. And, so basically. And are you guys aware that, like, many people don't know the 12 days of Christmas actually start on Christmas Day and they go till the 6th of January?
Yes.
And that is because
know that.
there's other traditions. It's not just Italian, but there's other places that have this same tradition. Most of them probably started in Europe, but it is bad luck to take your decorations down before the 6th of January. It's bad luck. And if you do the math, the 6th of January is the 12th day of Christmas. So it's intended for you leave all of your decorations up until after the 12th day of Christmas.
Now, what if you didn't put anything up?
Then I think you're safe.
Or
Because you
must-
can't take
or
it
must-
down if you didn't put it up.
Or should I quickly go to Florida and put up some Christmas decorations
You could
and keep them up until?
No, because you're coming home after Christmas. So you already are into the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm pretty sure you're better off never have putting any up than
Okay.
to put partial up after the 25th.
If you're superstitious.
If I were going by this superstition, I would not put any. If none were put up, then you're not taking them down early.
That's true. So I'm safe.
I think you're safe.
Good year.
Plus, I think other part of that would be your unsafeness would probably be if we started taking them down because this is where you spent your Christmas.
Ooh.
So I think
Don't you dare touch anything.
I'm throwing it out to all the universe that even the places you go and stay at Christmas, if they take them down and that was your Christmas, then they could cause bad luck for everyone.
no.
So they should leave them up until the 6th of January. I always do. Mine
we better call my sister.
mine always
Because
stay up till the
I helped her decorate for Christmas the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I don't know where. I know a lot of people's traditions are right after Christmas. Some people they wait till the 3rd.
So my family and I, this is actually a good story. My family and I, we usually wait. There's not usually a specific day, but we have always waited to take down decorations because oftentimes we were always the ones to travel.
Yeah,
during
you guys
Christmas,
did.
But we also like having Christmas at our own house. And opening stockings at home and everything and doing our more intimate, family Christmas, just the 4 of us after, visiting family and doing our presents with family, like here, obviously.
And then you have your intimate family.
So we've
together.
always had what we call our second Christmas.
Right.
So that's a tradition that my family kind of has is our second Christmas, which generally happens like right before New Year's or right after New Year's, because a lot of times we would travel
and
we wouldn't be back home until the 3rd of January.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have our second Christmas until January 4th or 5th. So so our presents are in our tree are definitely going to be up for a while.
Didn't last year when Mitchell is my nephew, he's in the Marine Corps, and he was in Guam last year, right? Mm-hmm. So your mom was saying you guys left it up till March when he came home, so you guys could have Christmas with him when he came home.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we had done a combination. It was like a Thanksgiving, Christmas
when he got home.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. So this trivia is giving you more knowledge than you even knew you needed.
Wow. Well, I actually have a fun fact here, and it's how Christmas, the name Christmas is
started.
Yeah. So, my church had talked about this, and so this was their information. But the name Christmas originates from the Old English term Christus Masse, meaning Christ's Mass. The phrase first appeared in 1038 AD, and it referred to a communion service honoring the birth of Jesus. So they combined Christ from Christos, meaning anointed one, and Mass from Latin missa, indicating a church service. So
with a large gathering. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was just really interesting. And I've always been into word origins.
I do. I like the information. I like to know where something started and where it came from and why we do it. And that's a great explanation because it does bring us back to somewhat what we talked about yesterday too, is this is about what the meaning of the season is, what it's really about. It's really about Christ's birth and that he came here to be our savior. So, I do want us all to remember that that's what the real meaning of the season, not how many gifts you need to return because you're selfish son's little brat. I have never returned a gift ever that anyone has ever given me. I can't say I haven't re-gifted it to someone else because I knew that they might like this better than me, but I've never re-gifted something just purely because I didn't like it. I regifted it because I'm like, oh, this person would love this. And I have extra or I have one. So, I've done it for that reason, but not for, I didn't buy a gift. Oh, my brother is, my brother's breaking things. My brother is sitting over here. Come in, John. Oh, you have a well. Go give it. Go give
gift for me. What?
He has a gift for his Johanna. Hey,
it's
John,
sparkly, too.
go sit next to the Grams.
I don't have my coffee.
That's okay. You
You
can
have
go
your
get
Christmas
coffee.
shirt on.
He's got
Yes,
he's got
Very
his Marine
good.
Corps Christmas shirt
And
on.
this, wait, you
It's so
did you know
bright
we were
in here.
talking about gifts and presents right now?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Upstairs.
Oh, okay.
This is my brother John. Say hi, John.
Hi, John.
And he just turned 106 yesterday.
Yep.
106.
You can tell.
He looks
Ray is coming in.
He can start playing Santa soon.
Ooh, Amazon.
I know. And Mama said, "Why did you?
That's funny. I thought it
Why
would have
did you
had the
leave
address
it
here.
still in the Amazon package?" I said, "Because it's more to unwrap."
It's funnier. I like it. Oh, is that the one that
Because-
she had to order to come here? Or is that one that was ordered at home?
That was ordered at home.
Okay,
I
so-
have had it for a while.
Oh, okay.
And it was in my backpack, and I kind of forgot about it.
I just know that that Ida had sent me a message saying, "What's your address if I order
Okay.
something from Amazon?"
Yeah, I
Open
remember
this.
her saying.
Another thing
Oh
to open.
my! Hey, come on, Ida. We need to
Ida's
see
running.
that.
You can stay back over there. You don't have to run away. I won't make you be on camera if you don't want to be. Oh, you are so
goodness.
cute. She is wearing
Yes.
the cutest little
She's
outfit.
wearing-
Yes, my mom is my elf.
Yep.
She's wearing the
Yeah.
elf.
This is
See, that-
Santa.
that
This is
tells you who's in
Santa,
charge.
and this is the elf.
The
In charge
Santa
of
Claus
what?
Yes,
guy.
you look so cute. You don't
Yeah.
have to talk.
There she is.
But oh, you're adorable.
All
Oh,
right.
she is. She
think this is the
actually. You look
final
so
opening.
cute.
I think Charlotte's upset that I took her spot.
I'm not gonna lie. You look so cute.
is- Ooh, how cute. Oh, these are adorable.
What are they?
So they're, well, you won't be able to see them on camera, but they're axolotl earrings. So axolotls, does everyone know what an axolotl is?
No.
No,
So they are amphibious creatures, and I wish I could tell
I
you
will
more
look.
about
I
them,
will
but
look
they're
it up.
Yeah. They're super cute, and they always look like they're smiling. Their most popular color that they come in is pink.
Pink. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I love pink.
Loves pink.
How do you
So-
spell it?
Oh, that's a AXO.
L.
Axolotl.
Yeah.
Good luck on the rest. I
Nope.
use-
It automatically came up. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
a lot of people keep them as pets.
No, it's definitely illegal to have them as pets. And
Well, not. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
But-
so it's illegal to have them?
yeah,
Is that
and
because, are they endangered?
Yeah, because for a while they were, definitely mistreated because they were, I think, pets, and then people wouldn't take care of them, so a lot
So
of them
that's what an
died, and-
axolotl looks like,
then-
folks. Isn't they're very cute?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they are so cute.
And then I had seen axolotls in person for the first time in Mexico City because they're native to Mexico. But yeah, so and I have an axolotl tattoo
Leg.
from Mexico, and then I have.
So that's that one with the dragon.
But so I really like axolotls, and I love jewelry and earrings. So
So
is
you see
very
how
cute.
how
yeah,
different they are.
I can tell it's yeah.
So
yeah,
the-
it comes from the
like
front,
the head
and then the
part
back.
is
The
on
tail
front,
attaches to the
and
back.
The tail is the, what do you call it? The whatever that
The
pins
closure.
It to the back of the closure on the back. is
oh,
the
that's
tail.
cute. So
The
it has
tail-
its little
the tail is
tail.
from the back.
Very, very
Oh, thank
cute.
you.
Aw.
You're welcome. You did say that you needed to wear like a welder shield or a sunglasses
for the
down here, 'cause
lights.
Mine is
Yeah,
bright down
it
here.
is bright because, and if we didn't, we would all look very dark. But if this wasn't in our basement studio, NASA could find us. I'm pretty sure. So we are doing trivia. We have a couple more questions. Maybe John knows one of these. We associate Jingle Bells with Christmas today, but which holiday did it originally celebrate?
Is it okay? Wait, can I have a hint? Is it a holiday that still exists today?
Yes, and it was kind of right before.
Oh, I heard my mom. She said New
you know?
Year's. Is it New Year's?
Nope.
Ah.
Not you guys can't hear it, but we have a womp womp womp. A hint is it's just before Christmas.
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually
Yay!
So we have clapping hands and yelling too. And how many candy canes do we produce in the U.S. every year?
22 million.
That's
That's a lot less. 22
higher.
billion.
It's 1.76 billion.
Okay.
How
too low and
I've
then
had
too
about
high.
a million of those. So
Yeah.
Yeah, 1
How-
million was just for my dad.
How do most people eat a candy cane? Starting at the straight end, starting at the curved end, or by breaking it into pieces?
definitely starting
The
at
straight-
the end.
the
and
straight
you make-
end.
and you
Straight
suck on it,
end.
so then you get it sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes
55
to make
Yeah.
55%
As a weapon.
Yeah, he
Yep,
likes to
there you
make
go. Well,
weapons.
as a child, he probably did.
No. As an adult, he does.
Oh, okay. So as always, he would.
If
So
he gets out of line.
so John gets the happy clap because 55% of people started the straight end first. Which U.S. president made Christmas a national holiday? Hint.
Thomas Jefferson.
No, hint. He was a very well-known military man.
Roosevelt.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Wow.
That was a good guess.
Wow.
How? Yeah. How many countries around the world celebrate Christmas?
One.
The
All
one
of
I'm
them.
in.
100. Is it higher or lower?
Higher.
Okay. 182.
That's pretty close. It's 195.
Oh, okay.
And how many countries are there?
There's
There's
a lot.
like 300 and something total, but there's most popularly known as like 220, 240, I think.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it depends because some places have
If you're
combined.
an anthropology major, your number is going to be a lot higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because there are places that no longer exist that they still count, which is weird.
Or places that aren't really recognized. in
Right,
their-
because
yeah.
they're really a part of another place, kind of like a city that's in a city that's not really considered a town, but it is because like we're really in Clements, but we're part of Athens because Clements is not a actual town. How many countries do not celebrate Christmas?
All the Muslim countries, for sure.
So if there's
Or Islamic countries.
So out of 195, the answer for the ones that don't is 18. So recognized countries, that means there are 213 of recognized countries. Based on that math, what food do we leave out for Santa on Christmas Eve?
Cookies. And milk.
Spoiled milk.
And spoiled milk?
And dried out last year's cookies.
What
That's
are
why
some...
I got coal in my stocking.
Yeah, that's why you usually got coal. What are some popular alternative names for Santa Claus?
Kris Kringle.
Saint Nick.
You both got it. What does Santa drive around while delivering gifts on Christmas
A
Eve?
sleigh.
Which means he's actually a helicopter pilot.
Right. I agree.
Because he's a skid. So they call him skid kids.
Yep, exactly. What's another name for Christmas tree?
Tree Christmas?
A Yule tree.
Oh.
What do children on the naughty list receive for Christmas?
Whole sack full of it.
What made
If
Frosty...
you're lucky, it's chocolate coal.
Exactly. What made Frosty come to life according to the song?
The
hat.
pipe.
The hat.
The hat.
Old silk hat.
John got the hat. The
okay.
old
I thought
silk
it was-
hat. What color is Santa's suit?
Red.
Who attempts to stop Christmas?
The
The
Grinch.
Grinch. Oh yeah, yeah.
This is Jack Frost. 'cause he
Or
doesn't
Jack
like-
Frost.
Yeah. Where does Santa live?
The North Pole. In his house.
What is the name of the day after Christmas in Canada, Australia, and the UK?
The day after Christmas?
Post Christmas.
Boxing Day.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I've seen this
Boxing
on my
Day.
calendar.
Yeah.
Boxing Day?
Yeah.
Boxing
Is
Day.
that when they box up the presents to
take 'em back?
re-gift?
Yeah.
They boxed up
to
the presents
return
to return
the
it.
store. Yes.
One of Santa's reindeer shares a name with a symbol of Valentine's Day. Which one is it?
Cupid.
Cupid.
Very good.
Nice.
Which cartoon character is synonymous with small, sad Christmas trees?
Charlie
Charlie
Brown.
Brown. By a hair.
What
gonna say
food do we leave out for Santa on Christmas Eve?
What?
We already said cookies.
Also meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Let me add to this. What do we add to that? John was sort of on it earlier. It's just not supposed to be sour.
Eggnog?
Milk.
Milk.
And definitely not eggnog. Although
Well,
I like
yeah,
eggnog, so
it
I
might
don't see
be-
the problem with
Might
eggnog.
have something in it.
You know, Santa might want some of that spiced eggnog by the time he's getting to the end of his trip. Okay, what
fine.
about reindeer? What do we leave out for them?
Carrots.
Which movie is about a train that takes children to the North Pole on Christmas
Polar
Eve?
Express.
Polar Express.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, what do you all like Polar Express movie?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
I am the odd one out. I cannot stand that movie. I think it is so creepy.
Well, I first saw it as a child, so
So you like it as a child?
I haven't
Steve's
seen it in a
favorite
few
Christmas
years.
movie that's not Die Hard. But I find it to be an extremely creepy
Well,
movie.
you know what's cool is I saw the other day is that Tom Hanks, he voices like 7 characters.
He
in
does.
that.
He does.
And
He does the homeless guy on the
Yeah.
roof. He does him. He does the conductor.
He does Santa.
He does
the
Santa.
father.
He
of
does the father of the
Yeah.
of the kid. I can't.
Probably the dog. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
he's pretty much the characters of everyone but the children. Really,
Well, he's the
is-
main child, but yeah, all the
and he's the
other-
main child
Yeah.
too. So, anyway, I find it to be a creepy, but maybe it's because I'm like, because it is all the same guy, and I recognized his voice, and I think I don't know why. I just find it creepy, but whatever. How many reindeer does Santa have?
Is it 7? 9.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, Blitzen. And if you call Rudolph, that would be 9.
Yeah. So technically it's 8 and then Rudolph.
Yes. That's why I said.
the princess lost her crown.
Sneezed my crown off.
And I'm just going to go ahead with this right off the bat. Cuz what are the names of the reindeer and you just named them all. How do you say Merry Christmas in
Feliz
Spanish?
Navidad. Sorry.
She's like, where's my clapping? Who said Christmas doesn't come from a store? Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more.
Wait, that's the
That's
Grinch.
Grinch.
That's who?
But who actually said it?
The
The narrator?
the little Cindy Lou Who.
No, who would have wrote that?
Oh, Dr. Seuss.
Yep, that's right. Because technically, who wrote The Grinch? Dr.
Dr.
Seuss.
Seuss.
Oh, we're not allowed to talk about Dr. Seuss. He's banned, remember?
Well, what I didn't know about that part, but what color is the Grinch?
Green.
What is another name for milk punch?
Eggnog.
Egg. No.
I was like, milk punch. If someone asked me if I wanted milk punch, I would politely decline.
I think that's with the spirits in it.
When did lighting up a Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center become a tradition?
In the
1908.
30s.
Yeah, pretty much 1933.
Oh,
Good one.
So
That was way early.
we're not keeping score. We're just happy or sad.
oh, you haven't? I've
The Christmas No, I'm not keeping
No, I
track.
haven't either.
The Christmas truce paused fighting in which war?
World War II.
World War I.
No, 1.
World War One. John got that one. Which country did eggnog originate from?
Probably a European country.
Which country?
Germany.
Negative.
Norway.
Let's go with Denmark.
Let's go with England.
England.
How do you say Santa Claus in Hawaiian?
Aloha.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Aloha.
Kanakaloka.
Okay.
That's right.
That was right on the tip of my tongue.
What do you call fruitcake in German?
A return gift for going out.
This is kind of funny, and the answer is stolen.
Oh.
Yes.
I
Who would
mean,
steal fruitcake?
no, it's not
No, it's
stolen.
stolen.
but it's
not
called stolen.
It's stolen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
stolen, not stolen.
Yes. Yeah, not the verb. or
Which
the
U.S.
adjective.
state declared Christmas an official holiday first? I'm going to give you a hint. You're all in it.
The United States.
Alabama.
Oh, wait.
Alabama.
is state.
United States. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're all there too.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yep, we declared Christmas the first. What is the least popular Christmas cookie according to a 2020 poll?
Is it gingerbread?
I guess so because I don't even know this cookie. Anise cookie?
Anise?
Anise? I've never heard of that
No,
cookie. So
isn't that a
Anise.
spice?
The least
It's a
popular.
spice.
Nobody knows what it is.
yeah,
It's a cookie?
it's some because it's sugar cookies, anise, biscuits, and gingerbread cookies. It doesn't tell you what order, but anise cookies are the least favorite, and I've never heard of one. Before we stuffed stockings with toys and trinkets, what did traditionally get put in them?
Fruit.
Coins.
Yep, coins and fruit.
We
Coins and
about the
fruit.
coins yesterday.
Now it only said coins, but I do know that it was coins and fruit. It was.
Yeah, and,
it was.
Used to
and my-
have an orange.
That
In the till.
represented the gold coin. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, if you
my
didn't have
church
money, it was
says,
orange.
The practice of giving chocolate coins specifically emerged after chocolate was introduced to Europe in the 16th century. The foil-wrapped chocolates resembling gold coins became a festive way to commemorate Saint Nicholas's charitable deeds.
Yep.
Sometimes, as an alternative to chocolate, oranges would be used instead.
Yep. When did lighting up a Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center become a tradition? 1933.
I was going to say we did that one already.
How many toys did the first Toys for Tots drive collect in 1947?
1.2 million.
No, more than. So they didn't give an actual amount, but more than 5,000.
Oh,
So that was pretty good for 1947. Because today, I would love to see what the answer is for today versus what it was back in 1947. Because today it's probably over 1 billion. I would say. I would guess it's probably over 1 billion. Who was the first mall Santa?
It'd be Santa Claus.
James Edgar, an entrepreneur who dressed up in his department store.
What department store was it?
Macy's.
Macy's. When did the first known use of the word Kris Kringle occur according to the dictionary?
1796.
1830.
sorry. You need to lean back more because your head is in the camera.
What?
Oh,
The back
that's what you
camera
were
right
trying to
there.
say. Oh,
Your
'cause
big head is in the way. That's what happens when you have someone tall.
it is. Now he's just going to
That's
put
what
the
happens
hat.
when you have a tall guy.
Well, you don't have
That's
to
why
go
it's
down
girl
that far.
talks and not tall marine talks.
He's like, with that, I'm out.
Yeah, I guess.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, John.
Where was St. Nicholas born? Thank you. Where was St. Nicholas born?
In Scandinavia.
No. So the tradition of St. Nick's actually started in Turkey. That was in Turkey when he first started giving out the gold and different things was in Turkey. What was the must-have Christmas toy gift in 1996?
Cabbage Patch.
No, 96.
96.
That was 80 something.
Furby.
Tickle Me Elmo.
Tickle Me Elmo. Those
okay.
are still popular, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How many Christmas cards do we send each year?
one.
Yeah, we won. 1.3 billion.
Oh, wow.
What is a wassail?
Wassail?
Wassail.
It's a drink.
A hot spiced cider traditionally enjoyed during Yuletide. What Christmas theme location has no time zone? The North Pole, because that's where every line of longitude converges.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything comes to there, so they don't have a time zone. I did not know that. Did you know? Anyone know that? Mom, did you know that?
No, I did not.
How many Christmas tree seedlings do we plant every year?
2 billion.
Lower.
1 billion.
73 million.
Oh, a lot lower.
Which store first used Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer as a marketing gimmick?
Macy's.
Try again with what was a very popular department store back in your guys' era?
Bloomingdale's.
Pennies.
No, it's like Penny's.
Sears.
Montgomery Ward.
Montgomery. Oh, wow.
Way back. I've never heard
What
of
did the French give us as a Christmas gift in 1886?
Statue
The
of
Statue
Liberty.
of Liberty.
All three of you got that one. Which fictional holiday includes the airing of grievances?
What?
Festivus.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
no.
I have never heard of that.
No.
What does Buddy the Elf describe as the four main food groups?
Candy. Maple syrup.
Cookies.
Candy canes.
And a 3-layered colored thing that's a triangle at Halloween.
3-layer thing that's a triangle at Halloween. What?
The
It represents
Candy?
something that you would eat with kernels.
yeah, kernel corn.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
Candy
yeah.
corn. Okay.
There we go.
Who goes on vacation in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Chevy Chase.
Well, yes, but what's the family
The
called?
Lampoons.
No. What's their name?
Faulkners.
Oh.
The Griswolds.
The Griswolds.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Griswolds,
There
yeah.
we go.
Which famous Christmas-themed ballet premiered in Russia in 1892?
Nutcracker Sweet.
The Nutcracker. Woo! Everybody got it. What is Mom's favorite decoration at Christmas?
Nutcracker.
Yep, the Nutcrackers. When did a Charlie Brown's Christmas first air?
1987.
94.
90. Wait. Why am I listening to her?
Yeah, 1994.
What?
Okay,
94?
think about how old
I was
Charlie
born-
Brown
yeah.
is.
That's like, 64. 65. 1965. How did I know that? I had no help at all.
Anyone watching is like, she's cheating. Because I gave her the date.
You like her best.
No, I just thought that was funny. And I accidentally scrolled up. Okay. Sorry, I lost my place. Rudolph's creator, Robert May, named famous reindeer something else. Name one of the two names he considered. It's actually in the movie.
Oh, really? Well, I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Reginald and Rollo.
Oh, okay.
Rudolph is so
Yeah.
much better.
Rudolph is so much better. And it flows
Also,
in the song,
would you say
too.
Reginald was one of them?
Reginald.
Reginald would not make it in the song.
red-nosed
No.
reindeer. No.
Reginald the red-nosed
Yeah.
reindeer.
And those are named in that original Rudolph movie. Very quickly. but I do recall them being in there. I might have gotten that one right because I do remember Reginald. How many lights did the Griswolds have on their house in Christmas Vacation?
So many.
I think it was a lot more than what it says here, but
What is it like?
25,000.
Oh, 25,000.
It's more like 100,000.
Yeah.
How does Buddy reach the North Pole in the movie Elf?
Oh my goodness! Is it that whole thing through the gumdrop forest, over the pass, and through the like
In
on-
Santa Sack.
Oh, I see. Never
In the song, the Christmas song, whose eyes are described as all aglow?
Children's
Yeah, Tiny Tots.
tiny tots.
Tiny Tots.
Who sang Hard Candy Christmas in 1982? It's a hard candy Christmas. I know that song.
Dolly Parton.
You got it.
Oh,
The German song O Tannenbaum is called what in English?
Oh, Christmas Tree.
Where do the McAllisters go on vacation when they leave Kevin behind in Home Alone?
Paris.
Paris. They run off to Paris and leave him all alone. We have only a couple more questions and then we are out of here because we're already behind. Which unconventional material does the Grinch use for his costume in the 2000 movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Yak hair.
Garbage. Oh, yak hair. Interesting. I don't remember that.
What made-up gangster movie does Kevin McAllister watch in Home Alone?
Oh, I don't know what it's called, but
Angels with Filthy Souls, which is based on the real movie Angels with Dirty Faces. What is the best-selling Christmas song of all time?
White
White
Christmas.
Yep, Bing Crosby's White Christmas. What happens every time a bell rings in the movie It's a Wonderful Life?
An angel gets their wings.
What Christmas-themed sci-fi film is considered one of the worst movies of all times?
Die Hard.
No, that is
wait,
not
you said
considered.
Christmas
no.
sci-fi?
Uh-huh.
Wait, can I have a hint?
It has something to do with aliens.
Is it? Wait, I was about to say Independence Day just because we were watching it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Is it
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Oh no,
I've never heard of it.
For a good reason.
Yes, for a
guarantee.
very good
Yeah.
reason.
What are the 11 of the 12 days of Christmas?
What do you mean? What are they?
You said on the 11th day.
On the 11th day, what are they?
So like, it wasn't the rings. It wasn't the hens. It wasn't the dancers. The trumpet players. Wait, what?
Sort of, but they're called
Horns.
pipers.
Pipers
Pipers
piping.
Pipers piping.
Oh,
What do we call the snowman in Winter Wonderland?
Frosty.
Parson Brown.
oh.
If you think of the song Parson Brown.
Huh.
Who wrote and recorded Wonderful Christmas Time? Paul McCartney. Who earned an Oscar for his portrayal of Santa Claus?
Alan. Wait.
I'll give you a
Wait.
hint. Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, never mind. I don't know his name.
Edmund Gwynn.
Yes.
Which animals were present when Jesus was born according to the Bible?
Donkey.
Donkey.
According to the Bible, it says none.
Oh, okay.
What is the meaning behind holiday wreaths? This is a good one because this is relating to the actual reason for the season.
Yeah.
So I'll
Is it to
just
signify
yeah.
that
The red
you-
berries are for the blood of Christ, and the shape itself is for the crown of thorns.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I like that.
Why do Christians celebrate Christmas all around the world?
Because of the birth of Jesus.
Yep, because of the birth of Jesus. When did the first feast of the Nativity take place?
I don't know.
Somewhere around the year 330, when the church in Rome assigned December 25th as the official day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Oh,
Why do some Christians celebrate midnight mass on Christmas? This is thought to be the hour when Christ was born. Where was baby Jesus born?
In a manger.
In a manger in Bethlehem.
Oh, in Bethlehem, yeah.
Which Christmas reformer is believed to be the first person to put lights on a Christmas tree?
Was it a president?
Martin Luther.
Oh, Martin Luther.
Which gospel mentions the birth of Jesus?
Why do I not
Matthew,
know?
Mark,
Luke and John.
Luke, and Matthew.
Luke and Matthew? Yeah.
What-
Actually, Luke is the best story
Right.
of the birth.
What did the Puritans formally ban? Why did the Puritans formally ban Christmas?
Was it seen as...
Too pagan.
Oh,
How many days after his birth does Jesus get the name Jesus?
he already had the name Jesus.
8 days.
Wait, what was the question?
How many days after his birth did Jesus get the name Jesus?
And it was...
He was
8
named
days.
on the 8th day, apparently.
Oh,
What does the name Jesus mean?
son or...
I thought it was in hoc sin in his name.
Savior.
Oh, Savior.
Which prophet predicted the birth of Mary's child? Y'all need to study your
John the
Bible.
Baptist.
Isaiah. Is December 25th Jesus' actual birthday?
No.
Probably not.
No, the Bible does not mention
Never
a specific
says.
day.
So
Which
probably not.
Which country did Mary and Joseph have to flee to due to persecution by King Herod?
Egypt.
Very good. What did the three wise men bring with them to meet Jesus?
Frankenstein.
Frankincense and
Myrrh.
myrrh. That's only two. Gold.
Yep. What is Christmas short for?
Christ Mass.
Yep, because you already gave the description.
Woo.
We got 3 more questions.
Okay.
Where did the wise men spot the star that guided them to Jesus?
In the north.
Negative?
Oh.
In the east.
Yes, they know.
Oh.
It was the eastern star. The north star stayed above him, but they were guided by the east star. What do we call the 24 days leading up to Christmas?
Advent.
I was going to say, hint, I have them all over the house.
Yeah.
Advent.
My
calendars.
church, they do a series of all throughout December. Each it's their Advent series.
Oh, hint for you, something that Melissa got for Aunt Lisa for this year's Advent calendar. So you need to look it up and find one for your mom for next year. It is a puzzle Advent calendar, and it comes with a box for each day, and you put that piece of
Okay.
the puzzle together.
She's done one of those before.
Has she?
Yeah, and I think it was actually the Christmas Disney edition, and it was like a Mickey Mouse one.
They
Yeah.
have some. I
Those
looked
are
it up
super
because I didn't
cute.
know about them, and I'm like, why do I not have one of these?
Yeah.
I mean, I have all these other Advent calendars.
There's a company that starts with an A that has quite a few of them.
Yeah,
That you can get it through the mail.
Yeah, exactly. What do we call the 24 days leading up to the Advent? Sorry. What does the title Emmanuel mean?
God with us.
Yep,
Or
God
be
with
God
us.
Yeah.
with us.
What is a manger?
It's a feeding thing for animals.
Yeah. That is the 100 questions of trivia for Christmas. So
Woo!
we went through the whole thing, and it made
winner
us.
is-
It made
We
us.
were going to only do
everyone-
this for an hour today.
It made us. Well,
Somebody needs a new clock.
I do have to
We
say.
need to set the clock back a little bit.
Technically we were close because the first 15 20 minutes was about moving. So
Yeah.
it wasn't really about Christmas anyway. So I get that taken off the time.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh, her logic is so good, folks.
when you're the host, you can do what you want to do. Just kidding. Anyway, we want to wish everyone out there a very Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
Yes.
And for the end of our show today, I am going to end with a prayer for everyone out there that is hurt, lonely, depressed, missing their family, missing loved ones that are gone, maybe deployed, maybe away from their families, or even with their families that are having a wonderful time, are happy and are fulfilled and all those things. We all, or are sick, we all need prayers, and we all need someone to give us direction and guidance and love. Some might be struggling with a question. Some might be struggling with a decision that they have to make. Some might be wondering if they're making the right decision or the wrong decision or going to the right school. So they're or a family matter that they might be trying to work out. So this prayer goes out for everyone that is, and I'm pretty sure everyone can find a part of that category that they fall into. So, and even if you don't believe in God, you still might need some guidance. It's okay. Dear Lord, thank you so much for the last year that we have had. Thank you for bringing all our family and friends together, for those that have gathered together. Be with those who are struggling after the loss of a family member. Be with those who are struggling with loneliness, depression, or sadness of their own. Help those who need to make a decision, and help those who are struggling with whether they have made the right decision and how they need to go forth with it. Help those that are trying to get through school or are struggling with school. Those that are deployed and away from their families, those that are sick and need help and a healing hand, those that are pending surgeries and that their doctors can have a guiding hand, those that are doing well and happy and are having fulfillment in their lives and with their families. Help everyone who is doing good and bad and who are struggling. Give your hand to all of those and help lift them up during the rest of this holiday season and into the new year. Thank you so much for all the blessings you have provided for me and my family. Watch over those who are away from us. I do have family that's not here and that hasn't been able to be here. And bless those that are traveling today to go home, and may they have a wonderful and safe journey home. And for all of you out there, know that God loves you. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 All righty. That is our show. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. And I
Merry
hope you have a
Christmas.
wonderful day and enjoy it with your family. Don't eat too much and end up having to take Pepto-Bismol. And to all of those, New Year's is coming. Happy New Year's. Bye.
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 Ciao.
Ciao.